London, England. Not even midday just yet, so we'll see who starts off the brighter.
Yeah, what an incredible game to start here. Ettorito, last year's world champion, versus GUIFERA, the champion before that, as Aubameyang tries an early header towards goal, and it is Ettorito who starts on the front foot. He generally, if he is successful, starts very brightly, doesn't he?
Yeah, Ettorito kicking in the Arsenal home kit from left to right, actually fielding a more conventional 4-4-2 with a diamond instead of the usual 4-3-3. We often see the 4-3-3 used in PES League with that sort of straight line of midfield, but the reigning world champ, as he did back in the WESG tournament where he was victorious back in March, fielding that classic 4-4-2.
So of course both teams, both players should I say, choosing the Arsenal team, and due to stat balancing it tends to be a favourite one to use. Harry, any reason for that?
Well, obviously, if you've been watching PES League throughout the entire year, you've known this is the team to use purely because of the overall height they have. The average height of the team is very big. Obviously, you have Aubameyang up front as well. He's a key man.
Out towards Danny Welbeck on the left-hand side. The first chance for GUIFERA to flex his muscles as Koscielny makes a real hash of the clearance in towards Danny Welbeck. It's whisked across the face. First chance for GUIFERA, the Brazilian, and it's a bit of a weak finish in the end, Harry.
Yeah, maybe could have looked for a teammate there. He did have, that was Aubameyang there, just
betwixt and between, wasn't it?
Just past the front post. Maybe could have tried to find him, but within the first 10 minutes, we've had a chance early on for Ettorito and a chance early on for GUIFERA. So we're going to have to see who's going to be the one to take the first chance. Yeah,
as we expected, a very evenly balanced game so far. Hard to pick a winner. As we said, the panel between us and the studio were very, very split. I think it went 3-2 in favour of Ettorito, and that goes to show the level of these two players as GUIFERA bursts away with Aubameyang. Chance, and he's hit the underside of the crossbar and away to safety, and a real let-off for the reigning champion.
Rattles the crossbar, and as you said, Adam, that is a bit of a let-off. Want to see a little bit more work defensively. I think that might just be where this game is decided, between these two top-level PES competitors. Who has the more stout defence? Who's going to be making that first tackle and trying to shut down the attacks of the opposition as early as possible? Yeah,
well. If people were watching, thinking that Ettorito was going to have a plain sail towards the knockout stages, you're very much mistaken. He's in, as the guys in the studio said, a group of death alongside Maya Geka and Anamau as well. And they are four incredible players in PES 2019 as Mkhitaryan bursts away, and it is Ettorito, and now he's hit the woodwork. What an unbelievable start to the PES League World Final 1v1s, Harry.
Mkhitaryan hits the post, and I think it was the right thing to do there to go for the shot. Adam, as Iwobi has a chance, he's shut down by Koscielny. Good defensive work there actually from GUIFERA to mark the man over in the middle, force the shot out of Mkhitaryan, and now he's coming along with Iwobi and Mkhitaryan himself, but he's shut down early. So this is an interesting, intriguing affair. 20 minutes gone, and both players looking very lively. Yeah, halfway through the first half, both players with a huge chance to take the lead here in the first game of the day. Both, unfortunately, denied by the woodwork as Mkhitaryan plays it back towards Lacazette. Now down the line towards Mkhitaryan again, but Kolasinac steals in to take possession back for the Brazilian GUIFERA, the 2017 world champion. Now out towards Danny Welbeck again comes the man who qualified through the Americas region, in towards Aubameyang, blocked by Koscielny. Now Maitland-Niles tries an effort, a stunning stop, one-handed by Pitacek, but it's still in the danger area, and GUIFERA takes the lead inside the opening half an hour, and it's first blood to the Americas. It's Aubameyang who scores it, and I'll tell you what, he'll be relieved, because as you see, Maitland-Niles here with the ball just almost snatches at a shot. He did have Aubameyang open then, eventually does get Aubameyang. We are just hearing, we're hearing from the guys behind the scenes that unfortunately the graphic on your screen is incorrect, and we do actually have Ettorito taking the lead here, so apologies for the guys at home, but nevertheless we've had the drama, and it is Ettorito, the Italian, who has taken the lead. So the 2019 champion
is, 2018 champion, it's even thrown me, has taken the lead here as Mkhitaryan now won back by Guendouzi, and a chance for Guifera to mount another attack. So ETTORITO started brilliantly, hitting the underside of the crossbar, then Guifera hit the post, and back down the other end it is ETTORITO who has now taken the lead. Another chance here for Guifera though, as Lacazette goes in on his left foot, blocked wide of the target. It's really, I mean, it's really open first game, isn't it, Harry?
Yeah, it is. Both players having great chances, and apologies to those at home who may have been a little bit confused. We've fixed the graphic now and confused even us, Adam, here in the commentary booth, but it doesn't matter. I mean, obviously it matters to ETTORITO drawing first blood and getting that first goal, but
not really taking anything away from what we've seen though from both players.
Guifera had his chances as well, so I don't think we've seen the last of scoring in this game.
34 minutes on the clock. The young Italian, the world champion, with a first goal as it's headed away out towards Guendouzi. Another chance here for Guifera to mount another attack as Hector Bellerin twists and turns, tries to find Mkhitaryan, finally manages to squeeze it through as he's hassled and harried by Aubameyang, and now he finds Maitland-Niles, and ETTORITO comes again here, playing that wonderful, quick, free-flowing football we know and love from the man from Italy, as Mkhitaryan now finds Willock, and Willock plays it back to Mkhitaryan. Wonderful return play though from Guifera in towards Lacazette, and we've got an equalising goal for Guifera, but we've got more controversy, Harry, because the offside flag has been raised.
Let's see how tight this decision is. Lacazette is incensed at the decision. He thought he was on, but no, almost a yard offside. Great call by the linesman, and the 2017 world champion is going to have to wait once more to get a goal. Don't forget also that PES 2016 Brazilian champion, and even was a world runner-up back in 2016 as well. So this man has winning pedigree. He'll be wanting to trying to force the conversation away from ETTORITO and stop people talking about him, because this young man, just 19 years of age, is certainly up there on the same level as ETTORITO.
Indeed, as Mkhitaryan goes down the right-hand side, chance to whip it in towards Iwobi. Iwobi plays it back towards Aubameyang, but cleared away only as far as Willock. Chance to counter-attack here for Guifera. If people at home were watching, if you guys were thinking it was going to be a cagey affair to start between the two former world champions, you were very much mistaken. 1-0, Harry, only tells one side of the story.
Yes, it does. And again, some confusion. We thought it was Guifera who scored first, but ETTORITO goes in with the lead, and we also thought that it was ETTORITO fielding that 4-4-2 as he liked to do with the diamond back at WESG. He utilised it a couple of times. It was actually Guifera who now, as you can see on the screens, has edited that back to the more conventional 4-3-3. So we'll see how he gets on. Obviously, when you have just the two men up front, it can leave you a little bit exposed in the middle of the pitch at the midfield position, because you are often trying to look to get it wide and spreading the pitch. So we'll see if he has more success down the middle. Yeah, changes at half-time there, Harry. Do you feel it's a little bit too early to make those changes? Are you surprised by that? I think it's the right thing to do. I feel like when you are playing against an opponent like ETTORITO, who is so well versed in that 4-3-3 formation, you almost want to match it like for like. Iwobi finds Aubameyang, now back towards Mkhitaryan. Again, it almost breaks down, but one back, given away again. It's got a little bit scrappy inside the opening 5 minutes of the second half as Hector Bellerin joins the attack on this right-hand side. The dummy cross now finds Mkhitaryan again. The 1-2 doesn't come off as Socrates clears up towards Iwobi, and now Guifera can mount another attack through Mkhitaryan. Now Lacazette given away again, one back. It's really chance here through to Aubameyang, left foot shot. It's wide of the target, and how many more opportunities will he get, Harry? Because that was a huge one. Absolutely it was. It's Lacazette who just pokes it through to Aubameyang, and left-footed shot just dragged wide. That's a missed opportunity, and for me, Guifera honestly has looked a little bit better defensively despite being down one goal. ETTORITO just before tried, almost had a similar position with the give and go, and it was well watched really by Guifera, and he gets a goal back. I don't see him conceding again. ETTORITO is going to have to prove me wrong, I think. Well, we all know that
when Ettorito gets the bit between his teeth and gets that early goal advantage, he 9 times, probably 9.9 times out of 10, he will go on to take all 3 points. But remember, he is up against a formidable opponent, so do not write off Guifera just yet, especially when there's only 1 goal in it, as Danny Welbeck bursts down this right-hand side for the Brazilian, and now twists and turns, lovely footwork again there, chance to play it inside possibly. Oh, what a wonderful run it is from Danny Welbeck. Now finds Mkhitaryan, just can't quite squeeze it through. Back to him, Harry. That was another chance as Ettorito's defence almost opened up there.
Yeah, more changes coming in now from both sides. It was a little bit better though for me defensively from Ettorito. We saw good tackle come in from Koscielny just to force this throw-in that's going to resume after the break, but now we're going to see some personnel changes.
Very similar formations between the two, Harry. Do you think Guifera needs to possibly tweak that a little bit, because they're almost a bit stalemated at the moment, aren't they?
Yeah, you could argue that, I suppose, but they did have differing formations in the first half and it didn't go his favour, so clearly was maybe trying to exploit something in the game plan before the game, figured out it wasn't working, so it's almost going to a plan B.
Chance to counter again for Ettorito, the Italian, as Nketiah now finds Lacazette to Aubameyang. Of course, Ettorito qualifying through the Season 1 regional finals in Europe.
Rush, though, isn't it? That attack from Ettorito, very uncharacteristic. Doesn't look like he's as sharp as he usually is. We'd like to see a little bit more concise passing from the world champion.
Yeah, Ettorito's route to the finals in the offline tournaments was unblemished, as he won all games, including a 4-0 victory in the final against Venom, who is also in the competition, of course, qualifying second in that regional final. Guifera, on the other hand, did actually lose his final against Alisson Black by 3 goals to 2, who is also in the competition, so possibly a bit of a rivalry emerging there if Guifera was to meet him in the knockout stages. As Danny Welbeck, chance to break through here for Guifera again. He's starting to build a lot of possession and territory, but again, Ettorito, you know, it's pretty solid.
Yeah, pretty solid, but similarly, as we see a chance here though, Guifera snuffed out by Ettorito. For me, he's just rushing it a little bit. It's lacking that bit of class in the final third, that last polish, that last little bit of class that we often see from the world champion that's made him so formidable in PES. Right now has a 1-goal lead, that's the important thing, but has had chances in build-up play where, had he picked a better option, maybe played a little bit more concisely, could have gotten more goals.
15 minutes remaining here for Ettorito to cling on to take all 3 points, as Guifera, the siege mentality starting to build as Ettorito drops deeper and deeper and deeper. Can the Brazilian unpick that lock right at the death here to claim what could possibly be such a crucial point, as Nketiah tries to find Danny Welbeck again? The door is firmly slammed shut, and Ettorito chance to counter now, chance for 2-0, which would surely see him take all 3 points, as Lacazette plays it through to Nketiah, back to Aubameyang. It's Lacazette for the win. What a finish from Ettorito, and the world champion from 2018 is here, and he's back from yesterday with a bang.
Well, I was so critical of Ettorito. His build-up play when Guifera had men back was, for me, a little bit disappointing, but you cannot allow him a counter-attack like this. He works it so well. It's a 4v3 at the back. Theoretically, Guifera should be on as even at this point, but Ettorito uses first-time tick-attacker passing to find the open man, and it's just a beautiful first time back heel from Aubameyang, feeding the Frenchman Lacazette, and that's 2-0 now. That is the game well and truly done, and you maybe feel like that's what Ettorito was playing for, just survive, like you said, that siege mentality, survive the onslaught of attacks coming from the Brazilian, and it's paid dividends, and now he is up 2-0.
Yeah, still 8 minutes remaining, of course, and we have seen it swing in the PES League before. You'd have to say, though, Ettorito firmly with 1 foot on those 3 points, or 1 leg on those 3 points, should I say, as Kolasinac has the chance to play it back to the goalkeeper, and Paul and the guys in the studio, of course, did say beforehand that it was a very, very hard one to call, and of course, Ettorito had such a miserable day yesterday. How would he respond? Well, respond brilliantly he has, as Aubameyang finds Maitland-Niles. Now, chance to build another attack here for the Brazilian. Danny Welbeck can't quite get on it, and we've seen this time and time again, Harry. Once these great players take the lead, they are so clinical and ruthless on the counter-attack. It's almost, it gets to a point, it's so difficult to come back.
Yeah, still a little bit sloppy for my Lion King, and Ettorito, if he wants to beat the likes of Alamau, who still waits for him in this group, he's going to have to be a bit more sharp on his passes. This is a bit better now, has Willock coming through.
Iwobi, chance to play it through to Willock again, back to Iwobi. It's behind Iwobi though, but still they have possession, and it is just 1 minute of added on time, and Ettorito has the chance to make it 3 with Willock, and this is some performance from the reigning world champion. It's finished here in the opening game, game